A CIF contract simplifies things for the buyer, importer. Unlike FOB contracts with CIF, the seller, exporter takes on additional responsibilities. Here's what it means. The seller handles cost, insurance, and freight. As the name suggests, the seller covers the costs associated with transporting the goods from their origin to the designated port of destination, obtaining necessary export licenses and arranging for export customs clearance and securing cargo insurance to protect the goods during the voyage. The buyer, on the other hand, handles payment and import process. For the payment, the buyer pays the seller the agreed price for the goods, including the cost of transportation, insurance, and freight. On the import process, once the goods arrive at the destination port, the buyer takes over clearing customs for import and paying any associated fees and taking possession of the goods. Think of CIF like a complete package deal. The seller handles everything until the goods arrive at the destination port, ready for the buyer to take over. There are many benefits of CIF contract. For the buyer has reduced risk. The buyer has less risk as the seller handles insurance and transportation. The buyer also knows the total cost up front, including transportation and insurance. It is important to remember that under CIF, the risk and ownership of the goods transfer to the buyer once they are loaded onto the ship. In the case of the Miramichi, 1951, it was held that where the buyer is required to pay for the goods upon his receipt of documents, property and goods will pass to buyer upon buyer's payment. CIF contracts offer a convenient option for international trade. The seller manages the details and the buyer enjoys peace of mind with a clear cost structure. Remember, understanding these terms helps build trust and fosters successful international trade partnerships.